Right. Okay, so I'm back now. Just about to lose my marbles with Amazon. They have to press the bloody button about 14 times. So happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. You were, yes, team Matt. Right. Okay. So, um, over the weekend, I was thinking to myself, I'm fed up of saying I don't talk about smart money concepts or SMC. I don't talk about fair value gaps. Don't talk about order blocks. Don't talk about orb. So SMC, we can call it smart mark concepts. So therefore, we can talk about SMC. It may not be the SMC you want to be talking about, but there we go. And never have I been referred to as smart. So maybe there's a first time for everything. Gags aside, Uh, let's let's have a look. So, bloody dog wants to come back in now. Come in. Okay, there you go. Interesting start to the stream. So before we started, guys, I was literally I just got long above here, and I'll show you the entry that I used. Um, I ended up getting stopped out on this next candle at break even. So we closed above the level. The next candle wicked down. We bought above the high. We got 10 pips and then it pulled back down, stopped me at entry price. And then it's gone on to fill the wick. So now, question is what happens where we currently are? Hi Anna, how you doing? Hope you got that trade. Hi tried 27 Trina, is it? Trolley Happy back again. I recognize that name, so welcome back. Quite a few familiar names I'm seeing coming in this morning. Anna, brilliant. Well done. Glad you got that trade. Kaylin, how we doing? Isaac Gonzalez got that trade. Nice one, buddy. If you're new to TikTok or YouTube, just let me know. Just tell me this is your first time in here. Hi, Trina. How you doing, darling? First time. Well, welcome. I'm a price action trader. I do have a free Telegram group. You should be able to see two links or banners on my profile in TikTok. One is my stand store where you'll be able to get access to my free Telegram channel. You'll be able to uh, join membership. You'll be able to see all different services that we have. And then the one underneath, instant funding, that is our preferred proprietary funders. So yeah, so it saves me sharing the links all the time. So you can literally just click on the banner and it'll take you straight to the desired destination. Okay, YouTube, well, obviously you can see the links are across the banners that are flying across the screen. Right, so what we're going to look at and what options have we got available to us? Well, downside right now is looking at gold. It's broken out the range. If anything, I want to see a BPC trade now, meaning I want to see it pull back, create new support, and then we'll look to buy. Um, hourly is just yeah, I mean, we're $25 up on the day. If we were to look at ATR over the last 5 days, it's $38. And over the last 14 days, it's $45. So from an ATR perspective, we know that the volatility in the range in the daily candles is shrinking. So if it's shrinking, we know we've still got about maybe $13 of root. In fact, no, we don't. Let me just go back to daily. So from the low of today to the high of today, we're about $6 away from um, maximum range based off the 5 day. So maybe we're coming close to seeing a false break at this level. So what I'm looking to see is if we can see a some kind of rejection here. So I want to see it close above, then pull back down, close below, and then a wick up, and we sell the lows. So that could be quite nice. Uh, Will joined, Makan, Shivani, Jose Garcia, good afternoon. Romance, good afternoon, team. Yeah, so listen, what we're doing now is we're just going to sit tight. It is a strange day, Monday. In terms of, let's have a look, see. Oops, wrong one. Didn't want to do that. Where's my cursor? Let's get rid of that. Where are you? Not there, not there, not there, not there. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to load up Forex Live, see if anything's coming out on the news. It looks like they've had a little bit of a rebrand. Uh, okay, Forex Factory. Let's have a look at the news. Uh, Kashif. Oh, good afternoon. Nomza, J8, Miguel, Galejo. All right, so if you are new to this, guys, we have no news today. No news today, so it's quiet Monday, no news. Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, no news. Thursday, uh, okay, so it's a boring week. We need something. So we need Trump to get active with his sledging or hammering of Jerome Powell. We need something to make these markets move. Okay, the markets are going to be Jim Rat Jaden, how we doing? Gabby, hi. Sh Shyla, Chai Latte, how you doing? Auto Minders Club, good afternoon. Yeah, we're going to need something to give the market a little bit of a kick because it is definitely going to be a bit quiet. We need Trump to be on his best behavior when it comes to hitting the tweet buttons, the truth buttons, whatever it may be. So other thing we could look at with the DAX is we've got a lot of news coming out this week on the DAX from the German companies, so maybe we could get some volatility from that. Um, Obviously, the other thing is we've got a little bit more kicking off in Russia with Ukraine doing a massive drone attack over the last few days, and Russia having to shut all four airports down yesterday. Could that impact the markets? Absolutely. But remember, this is it's not new news. What going on between Russia and Ukraine? It's been happening best part of a couple of years now. So we just have to bide our time, wait for the cleaner setups, and then trade accordingly. So just looking at the DAX, we're seeing look, it's all just a little bit choppy and claustrophobic in this area. We're not seeing lots of clean range. Uh, Here, I don't want to get involved. I'm happy to sell below 24,167, and I'm happy to buy above 24,361. Now, if we get solid candles down to this area and then a rejection, I will buy from here. Again, if we get solid buyer candles up to this area and then a rejection, I would happily sell as long as we have clean range to trade in. So that's big momentum candles. Outside of that, if it's just choppy little bodied candles with wicks to the top side and downside, I'm not interested. Not interested. So depending what happens here is going to be dependent on our next decision. So this can go now, this can go now. So in theory, if we get some kind of rejection on gold up at 33.77, maybe, guys, just let me know if you'd prefer the banners on the left side of the chart or the right side of the chart on TikTok. Would it be better over here like that or on the other side? I can't tell from my side. So I need you to give me feedback. Where would you prefer it, guys? Okay. So let me know, guys, where you would prefer the banners. Do you want them on the left side or the right side? Landlord, hey, how we doing? So lots of people coming in, but not a lot of people talking. So come on, guys, I need a little bit of feedback from you, especially on TikTok. Which side do are the banners better for you in terms of looking at the charts? Is it on the left side or the right side? Just one person. I like to see the time frame, so right for you. Okay, Nick, any plans to sell? Depends on if we get a seller candle and then a wick up, then yeah, potentially. Um, tell you what about if we do? Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna wait for this. So we've got uh yeah, so guys, we have uh who we use for funding, instant funding in the bottom left, and my store on the top right. So if you want to see anything, my free services, membership, things like that, you can see it in the top right. Now, I did have a annual offer with 50% discount that was meant to close last night at midnight. A couple of people asked if I can keep it open this week until payday. So you have until Thursday. Because I'm going away Friday, so there'll be no live stream. When I say going away, only going to see family. Um, there'll be no live stream on Friday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1 p.m. I'm going to be doing live streams this week. So if you want to take advantage of the 50% off on the annual offer, just go into my store in the top right, click on free Telegram channel and go straight there. You'll see it, guys. So what am I doing here? I'm going to wait for a bearish candle close. So if I get bearish candle close and then the next candle to push up, we'll sell the low of this candle. But this candle has to close bearish. We've got 2 minutes left. Harry, welcome back. Shu, any questions on YouTube, guys? Or any questions in TikTok? Let me know. While we're waiting for this candle to close. Oh, damn it. Any move, any move, sell back. Any move, sell, pullback. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for this candle to close, and if it closes bearish, which we've got 45 seconds left, looks like it potentially will. So I'm just going to get ready for a sell setup, um, where we can trade it back down, maybe to the bottom of the range, but we'll see. So I'm just this will be the setup if it occurs, but we need to see this candle close bearish, then the next candle push up, and then we'll sell the low of this candle. We have 10 seconds left for it to close bearish, and it's just flipped bullish. 2 seconds, yep, and it's closed bullish. So no good for me. Need to wait another 15 minutes. Now, if this next candle closes bearish, now what I do like is look at the size of the bodies. What do you tell me about the size of the bodies? To you, one CO, thank you for a heart. Much appreciated. Taking previous highs. Yeah, yeah. Well, we've had longs. We've had longs. I will look for longs if we break and close above 33.78. But and I'll look for a BPC trade if we pull back and we get new support formed. Isaac Gonzalez, you got that trade. Awesome. So yeah, we took our profit out of this trade here. Didn't catch anything down here. It was just a little bit too clustered down here. No clear space to trade into. Let me just get a water. So how is everyone? Volume in the candles. I'm looking for a sell to. Yeah, volume. I mean, look, we are coming to Comex Open. We'd expect to see a little bit more volatility in the candles. The bodies are getting smaller. It's getting a little bit more wicky. We'll see something happen in a second. No way a sell. Well, it'll only be a sell for me if I get a seller candle followed by a wick up. Remember, guys, I trade price action, so I trade what I see, not what I think. I'm not putting a sell there, by the way. That's that was if this candle closed bearish and the next candle wicked up. So let me get rid of that so no one thinks there's a sell going in. You just know it's going to push up. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And so my missus tells me every day. But I don't know anything. All I know is I follow my rules. And if that happens, I'll sell it. And if it closes above, I'll be looking to buy it. Yeah? It's all we can do. If we trade based on what we think, then we're trading based on impulse and emotion as opposed to rule based. So we have to taking previous highs. Yeah, potentially. It might take previous highs and then sell off. It might take previous highs and close above and just keep flying. Remember, none of us know anything. And to say we know would be a poor judgment from ourselves, right? Uh, Laleng, how you doing? Zachary Ledger, good afternoon. Um, so I still have long from Thursday at 33.19, not impulse. It was my review. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't hold anything overnight, so you're paying some nice swaps on that, I'm guessing as well. But it's made some nice profit for you, so well done. Great trade. I never hold anything overnight. So here we go. It's pushing the wick highs. So look, this is the wick fill we were looking for on the initial long trade, which has happened. Now we need to see what happens. If we close it, Harry Lyons, what's that? Live chat. Okay, here we go. I have longs today, 33.55. Well done. If we get the close above, then we're good to go. We need a wick down. Got 11 minutes to wait. But uh, DR6 is back again. Let's see what happens. So no matter what happens here, guys, I don't make any decisions until the candle closes. Okay? No TP. I'm not liquidating. Okay. Love it. We got a holder in the house. Well, if Trump gets his way and we get that dollar down, then long-term holds will be a quality play here. Charlie Davis, thank you for sharing. If you buy, I will add again. Yeah, well, if it closes above and I get a wick down, I'll buy the highs. Like I said, I will always tell you exactly what I'm doing prior to the event. There's no there's no gray areas for me, guys. No gray areas. It either does what I say I'm going to do, and I'll buy it, or I'll sell it based on the rules. No, that's a very simple. Look, I'll just bring up my rules so you can see exactly what I'd say. So look, breakout long. There we go, and it actually worked today for once. So let me just put this in here. Wick fill breakout if close above. Okay, so oh, can't spell either. So this is what we're looking for. Now, the downside I have is just how far it's moved. We're really, really stretching the ATR boundary for today. Let me check. There's about $3 left, and then we're going outside of today's max range based on ATR. Let's see what happens in the next 8 minutes. ATR stands for average true range. So if you were to look at the last 14 days, it's about $45. And if you were to look at the last 5 days, it's about $38. There's about a $7 difference. So the only time I look at it is for an instance like this. If you know the average true range for the last 5 days is, let's say, $38, and today's candle from low to high has moved $36, you know you're in the upper 95% of the ATR range and you're looking to buy. Yes, it can keep going. It's just you're right on the boundary. Uh, is there resistance between 3380, 3400? 1 second, gold trader. 3380. There's you got daily high, well, daily closure at 3391. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour, you're seeing something at 3382 H1. Now I would drop it down the time frames just to get a more in. Yeah, so H1 would be sitting at 3389. Yeah, I think if you 3391.50 is the sweet spot for resistance. 3391.50. So right now we've got 6 minutes. Looks like we're going to stay above this area, but you never know. A lot can change in 6 minutes. So looking for sales wouldn't be a bad idea if she came back down. Yeah, I mean, look, if we get a bearish candle and then a wick up, then you can sell the lows. But I'd want it to happen below 33.77, below this big wick over here. If we stay above there, then I would only want to look for buys. Okay. So the false break, if it is going to be a false break, would have to happen in this candle or the next candle. If it doesn't happen in that, then I would only consider looking for buys and looking for what I call a BPC trade, which is a breakout, a pullback, and a continuation. So I'd be looking for a minimum of two downrange candles and then a buyer candle to step in. Let's look at the NAS. NAS, look, only interest I have in the NAS really is buys above 23,154. I'm not interested in the shorts. It's just horrible cluttered range until we get here where we've got some nice big momentum candles that we can trade into. Uh, Unfortunately, that gold trade that we got long in here is just going off without us. It's unfortunate, but look, that was the management rules. I'm always going to be more aggressive with management as we come into structural points. Yeah, well, it's definitely getting busy right now. It's nice to see some volume in the candles because it did go a bit lame through the European session. Sorry, guys, a bit thirsty over here. So, while you're in here, guys, just let me know how many of you are from the UK. How many of you from the UK? Just give us a thumbs up or a like from the UK. Charlotte Ann, nice. Uh, Okay, so a few in from Ahmad. How you doing? Right. Anyone from the US? Nottingham. Nice. That's where my dad was born. Oh, Zach, how you doing? So yeah, Nottingham's got a very fond place in my heart. My granddad was the hotelier of the going back what 1950s hotelier at the Trent Hotel. He was a pub landlord there, hotel landlord, whatever you call it. Um, the Trent Hotel, Romania, Alexandria, Leonte, how you doing? Welcome. I've got a few mates in Hoveringham, but let's see what happens with this one. South Africa, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Germany. Love it. Love it. I've not seen it written like that. I love it. Brilliant. I just lose 30 euros. How did you, France, good afternoon, France. How did you lose 30 euros? What were you trading? Shivani, how are we doing? So, guys, when you're placing trades, what is it? I also do not recommend running positions overnight and over weekends. Yeah, I mean, look, especially with it depends. I mean, if you're trading a futures position or an option, I guess it's not so bad. But if you're running spot markets, then you need to look at the swap prices. But like you get hammered on gold long, but you'll get paid something on gold shorts. Look, if you uh, Romance from France. Good afternoon. Um, if you're going to sell, you've got to think why you're going to sell and what would the rules you would apply to selling. So right now, you're just seeing candles breaking above what was a wick fill area. It looks like we're going to close above in the next 1 minute, well, 50 seconds. So if we close above there, then for me, it wouldn't make sense on shorting gold. Okay. What I'd want to see is I'd want to see a candle close back below this price point, and that would then adhere to my false breakout rules. So we've had a close above, so in theory you would expect the market to keep going higher. But if the next candle just went up and broke the highs and then closed below, fine, I could look for a false break. If it just came down without breaking the highs and closed below the level, then I would still look for a false break. So I made a short on gold today, good profit, and now I'm waiting for the next. Nice one. Um, so yeah, just everything you do, if you just do it with a process, if you do it with a process, then you can be consistent with your outcome. And its initial pop was up, looking at the broker. Um, YouTube, why am I not seeing questions coming in? Terence Gold reacting to H1 resistance. No resistance at this price point for me, buddy. But let's see what happens. We need to see if it'll. Oh, it could be a bit of a slow week this week, looking at how little news there is floating around, unless our Make America Great Again guy comes out and starts throwing some curveballs at the market like he did last week. I think it was last Wednesday. He sent the market all over the place. So look, like I was saying, if this creates a wick down, we can have a look at a potential buy. H4. Let's have a look. Yep, I can see that on the H4. But then what I would do is I want to zoom into this area and see what's happening, which is why I say on the lower time frames I don't see it. So I'd be more inclined to be looking at the resistance up here. DAX chart has zero interest to me right now. NASDAQ. Okay, let's okay, interesting. Uh, yeah, no, let's wait and see. What's everyone else trading? Anyone trading anything else other than the DAX, gold, and NASDAQ? They're the three markets that I trade. Don't look at anything else. So if you're looking at something else, let me know, guys, and I'll have a quick look while we're waiting for the markets to do something. Other than that, while we're waiting, how about some of you just tell me how long you've been trading? What's your biggest hurdles? Anything we can talk about now that may be able to assist you? Uh, Platinum always a favorite of yours. Ah, Zach, yeah, I'm sure you mentioned that the other week. So you like a little bit of XPT. Uh, US 30. Yeah, can have a look at that while we're waiting. 2 years now. Hitchem, I need recovery. Is it from the weekend or is it from trading? What type of recovery do you need? Look, I mean, just off the daily chart, this just it just looks horrible. There's nothing that I really want to do with this from a daily perspective. 4 hour, 4 hour, we could buy above the bullish candle high to fill this range. Let's have a look, see what it looks like on the hourly. Okay, hourly, yeah. Now, because of the size, or not the size, because of the price point for the US 30, you're talking 44,000 points, um, which is obviously double the NASDAQ. So I'd want to be looking at least 40 points first target as opposed to 20 like we do on the NASDAQ. So if I'm looking for longs here, guys, I'd want to see a candle close above 4. So I don't trade this, but look, if I was to just map it out, I'd just go buys above 44,472. That'd be what I'd look for. I'd want to see a candle close above here, then a wick down, and then we buy the high of the previous candle. So have a look at the resistance level. Resistance level still the same. Support, potentially we could look for a short below here, pending the range. 54. Nah, because if we're going to look for 40, that leaves you 10 pips for the candle to close below. So there's not enough there. We don't have to worry about news. We've got 128 pip range. So there's plenty of room to the upside. 100 up 125 pip range. So you can look for buys above that area from trading. Okay. US 30. Yeah, so if you get a close above here, then it looks good for longs on US 30. Longs on NASDAQ, I'd want to see above 21, let's call it 21.56. All right, I need another bottle of water. Um, Yeah, so listen, if you are new to this live stream, guys, just remember I am live on here at 1 o'clock every day. This week though, there will be no session at 1 o'clock on Friday. And the reason there's going to be no session on Friday is I gotta go see some family. Okay. Do you have a daily goal? Yeah, to follow my rules. Okay, to be disciplined. The rest will fall into place. So my daily routine's quite simple. Up at 5:15, say affirmations, get some water, um, get some water down my neck, um, then come and look at the charts, send out a newsletter to the free channel, send out a couple of charts to the members and one or two to the free channel, um, and then do live streaming members at 7 a.m. Then I'll have coaching with a couple of clients. Then I'll do some content creation, stuff like that. Um, and then live stream at 1 o'clock, and then same for the afternoon. Um, what do I think for ONDO? ONDO. Ondo. I don't know what that is. Bucci. BUCI. ONDO. I don't know what it is. I'm an old man, so forgive me. I don't understand all this short lingo. I don't know if it's a crypto. Oh, no idea. I don't do crypto. And there was no trade here for me because it didn't wick down. Now 2 billion market cap. No, that's Oanda. Ondo. Let's have a look. Never heard of it. It's got a 2 billion market cap with a value of $1. Okay, so there's 2 billion tokens in circulation. Well, look at that. It's at the all-time highs. I know nothing about this, so I won't be able to give any. Yeah, it's only $1, but it's got a 2 billion market cap. I mean, I don't know what projections are, and I don't know what it does. Not that I would be able to give you any sound information or a viewpoint from myself. So it's at all-time highs. It's breaking out. I mean, there's a lot of talk about it. I'd generally be a little bit wary. I'm a big believer in buy when people are fearful and sell when people are greedy, especially in those things. But no idea. It's with BlackRock. Okay, well that's. Do I think it'll get to $6? I have absolutely no idea. I'd never even heard of it until you just said it. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I can't comment on things I have no idea about. Even the markets aren't giving me any opportunities right now. So gold, this can go now. Don't need that level there. So if I'm looking for gold, what do I want to be focusing on? So things to think about is what's this market doing? So we're seeing impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So we're moving higher. So do I think he will go to 400? Is this gold? Um, uh, so look, when it's in this type of move, only thing that I'm considering is where's the next structural point for either a false break. So I want to see the market come up, spike through here, then close back below, and then we'll look to sell. Or I want to see the market rotate lower, form a new support, and then I'll buy it. That's it. I don't think of anything else. I'm not gonna just try and jump into the market because it's a buy or because the market's over just flying high. You know, hopefully that makes sense, guys. You want to make sure that when you come to a chart and you're looking at where's the new support, there isn't. It would need to form it. So what I would need to see is I need to see a minimum of two downrange candles and then a buyer candle, and that would be the new support formed. Until that happens, we're just in an impulsive move. So your hands are kind of tied when it's like this. You can't do anything. I mean, the best thing is we've got nice big clear candles here to work within. So if the market does reject somewhere up here, then we can potentially sell because we've got nice big candles to sell into. Or if it sells off, I want to see similar style bodied candles as it sells off so we can buy and fill the previous range. But this is what I'm saying. This is where you traders have to be really, really patient and let the market do what it's going to do. You know, yeah, you can see this and it's moving $36 up on the day. Yeah, you just you just have to wait for the market to give you the setup, and that's where people just it doesn't matter what trend it is. Most people will you either get herd mentality, which is the greedy fit FOMO, just think, right, okay, it's going to keep going higher because I can see a strong trend, so they buy just before you get exhaustion. Or you get the traders that go, oh, it can't go any higher, so I've got to sell, and they just keep getting burnt. So you've got two sides of the equation. You've got those that are just what I call the herd mentality, the sheep, the followers. They see it just going and go, oh, I've got to get into this. The market's going higher and higher, and I'm missing out on all this profit. And then they get they buy at the worst possible time and the market rotates and rolls over. Or you have the other people that just think, oh, I can't go any higher. And obviously, anything can go higher and anything can go lower. So you just have to be patient. Yeah, it's always a waiting game. It's like waiting for Mr. Right or Mrs. Perfect. It's a waiting game. When you least expect it, they'll pop out the pop out the woodwork and surprise you. So I've got a feeling today could be a long stream with zero opportunities. Let me just see what we've got in 46. Okay, there's a potential. No. So above 24,320, there's potential. Outside of that, probably wait for the 24,361. Let's just get text on the top. So I'm just a bit. When I'm looking for buys, I always want the text on the top, or sells, I want the text on the bottom. It's just the way I am. Right, while we're waiting, guys, any questions? Fire them in. No, I had a quiet weekend. I'm too old to go partying. The only the only time I go out is God, when do I go out? Ah, if one of my mates from Manchester comes up and takes me out and breaks me, you know who you are. But yeah, no, generally, only only if I'm on holiday. Bit of a quiet one here. The FX, how we doing, Waleed? How we doing? Yeah, it's quiet and it's boring when there's. We need Trump to come and make some wacky announcements. Hopefully that'll spice things up. Uh, Yeah, I'm definitely not getting involved in any flip trades here. Even, and yes, is anyone else sick of the rain in the UK yet? It's been five. Uh, is there any worthwhile trading to be done evening UK time? Okay, Nick. So there is. So at 4 o'clock UK time is what you got the London fix. Um, so the London fix is the resetting of gold prices that happens every day at 4 o'clock. So if there's been a strong move, so let's say price comes up into 33.92 to 92.50, this area, and it's just before 4 o'clock. If I start to see some kind of seller activity, I'll apply my range style trade where if I get a seller candle, then a wick up, I'll sell the low of the seller candle and look to fade that move lower. And then you have obviously US close. So as US closes around 9 p.m. UK time through to 10, you'll see the unwinding of position. Well, you won't see it. You just know the positions are going to start to get unwound and then transferred across to Asia. So it's a good time to be looking at corrective start potential trades. Amelia, I'm live every day. Just this week, I won't be doing it at on Friday. So yeah, you can get bored. If you can get bored of my activity or lack of it, as you could say. But ultimately, I have a set of rules that I adhere to. This is meant to be boring. If it gets exciting, guess what? You're usually doing something wrong. So rather than just like trying to make things really exciting and spicy, how about you get them boring and let them start pay you? Yeah, so it's always at 1 o'clock. Mm, Uh, Amelia, do you like to? Are you a trader? Are you new to it, or do you trade quite a bit? How much risk pro trade? Um, Look, I mean, look, if you'd speak to, are you new to trading? I'm guessing not with a name like Amelia FX. Um, so look, so risk per trader comes down to individual criteria, risk tolerance. So I'll always trade at a fixed lot size. I trade a small account, and that copies to multiple accounts. Um, I don't like seeing um, bigger numbers because regardless of what people say, numbers will make you react in a certain way. People will have greed thresholds, fear thresholds for 8 years now and still counting. Okay, 8 years and going strong. I like to hear that. There you go, guys. Amelia's been trading for 8 years. I'm I'm doing great. I don't know about that. I've not had a heart attack yet, so that's the touch wood. Long may that continue. Alice, how you doing? Fenton, how does the reset what? How does the reset on impact CFD futures? Ah, well, basically it's going to see a manipulate. It's not a manipulation, but the London is the biggest trader of gold, right? Okay, but what you'll see is as the markets reset prices, that information is obviously provided through the market. You'll see it. And on that basis, there will be an impact. Now, what you usually find is if there's a strong trend, or what I find is if there's a strong trend and it comes into structure, On the reset, sometimes you'll find the market will fade away and then it will resume the trend again through the US. I'm going for 6 years, keep losing. Uh, don't know how to pronounce your name properly, but of it, what I would say is you only fail when you quit, right? You only fail when you quit. So my question to you is, in those 6 years, have you changed anything, or are you still doing the same thing? Because if you're still doing the same thing, don't expect the results to change. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Consistency is key. I always talk about consistency. You'll never be able to measure success without consistency. And by that, that could be anything. It could be as simple as baking a cake, right? You can use the same ingredients, but if you're changing the quantities, you're changing the temperature of the oven, you will never be able to compare one cake to the other. So what you can do is use the same quantities of everything, change the temperature. So you do 10 cakes with the same quantities, same oven, maybe change the temperature. Okay, right. Now you know which, let's say it cooks in a certain way. You go, right, okay, I like that, but I want a bit more of this. So then you add a little bit more chocolate than you did and do another 10 cakes. And eventually what you'll do is, because you're using the same ingredients, or you're taking a little bit out of something and adding a little bit more something else, you'll be able to get to your perfect result. So when it comes to trading, you want to apply the same ingredients every time so you get a set of results. Once you've got those set of results, then you can say, right, I don't like those results, or I like them, how can I improve them? Um, Good afternoon, Commander in Chief. How are you, sir? Just keep showing up each day. You will learn from each mistake you make. You'd like to think so. You'd like to think so. Unfortunately, some people just don't learn from mistakes. Yeah, some people don't learn, or choose not to. Sometimes it can be fear, not that they choose not to. Sometimes the fear, or the need for something else, they could be in such a hole that they panic so much that they're trying too hard and don't have the patience to adhere to the rules. Right. Um, Zico, thanks for following. Um, GJ, I'm looking for sales below 198. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I can see that looking at this. I've got a level marked in here. I don't really look at GJ very much unless someone says. 4 hour at 198.27. Hourly, 30-minute. Okay, if I got a candle closure below 198.15, so yeah, in that ballpark area, as you say, Commander in Chief, around 198 would be interesting for shorts for me. I didn't quite get the closure, and it then went on to target 198.61. Gutted. Um, oh, um, why does this happen? Bear with me a second, guys. Okay, um, guys, just be careful. I'm not messaging anyone, okay? I've not messaged anyone privately, okay? I haven't messaged anyone privately. Um, Nick and Ubit, I didn't message you. Okay. Amelia, thank you for the a rose. Very kind of you, darling. So guys, just be careful. I'm not messaging anyone privately. Um, oh mate, it's jokes. And every time I do something about it, it causes. You can have a quick look at GBP USD. Reckon it's a slow Monday. Let's have a look. Well, no, I mean, look, it's not a slow Monday, but I don't trade GB. Gold hasn't been slow, but it's only given me one trading opportunity. I got in, took 10 pips, and then it stopped me out of break even. It's moved another $20. So I need it to do something else. Like if I was to look at GBP USD, I mean, there's no trade. I don't trade it, so it's not set. There's nothing I can do here. So I just trade gold, DAX, and NASDAQ. And if you want to sprinkle a little bit of magic dust on there, I will look at pound yen very, very infrequently if someone asks me to. No, gold's probably the best mover of the day. Um, we had buys above here, and that's it. We can't really do anything else other than that. Amelia, you're gonna make me blush if you send any more roses. Do I trade funded? I don't know. Um, I have done with limited success because I use magic keys and everyone that I've traded doesn't allow it. So, and I never find out until you've passed, and then you go into a live account. Uh, can you? Yeah, I've done that one. Guys on YouTube, bit quiet today. What is Magic Keys? It's a bit like so most of my members use something called Trade Assistant. Ah, Fenton. Am I right in thinking I had you got paid out, didn't you, Fenton? So guys, one of he's not a member. Uh, someone on YouTube, Fenton is he just went with instant funding. He's just been paid out. Yeah, I got a message to say someone had been paid out. So I asked who it was, and because they wanted to know if you were a member. And I said, no, he's not a member, but I do know the name. It's basically a trade management tool. It's perfect for day trading. So Magic Keys, Trade Assistant, or Dane's Trades. Um, can you use Magic Keys with Instant FX Capital? Yeah, you can. Stephen Buckley, morning, Mark. Apologies have been in the meeting and had you on in the background. Quiet morning. Yeah, it has been a quiet morning. Um, yeah, hopefully I didn't send everyone in the meeting to sleep. So, yep, it's literally just a trade management tool. Okay. So for example, let's say I want to go short underneath here. The market reverses and we get a close below. I can instantly put partial TPs. I can set multiple partial TPs. So I can set TP1, TP2, TP3, and an amount of. So let's say round numbers. Let's say I want to close half of my position at TP1. So I'll just put the number of pips I want it to bank, and then I'll put 50, so 50%. And then that'll leave me half of the original position size running. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll put TP2 at a number of pips. And then how much of the remaining position do I want it to close? 50%, 30%, 80%, whatever it may be. So this will vary based on structure. Can you check with the man who got payout through instant funding if they WhatsApp you? Fenton. Um, also, Zach on TikTok has asked if They WhatsApp you. So did you get WhatsApped or did you get emailed? I've received WhatsApp. Yeah. What? Fenton, yes. So WhatsApp. Zach is a yes. I feel like a mediator. I'm chatting from TikTok to YouTube and YouTube back to TikTok. Oh, okay. And email. So WhatsApp and email. Look at gold. Still popping. Yeah, I'm not buying here, guys. It's too close to resistance. I'm not buying. Cheers, middleman. Yeah. I want 10%, please, guys. I want 10% of your profits. Love it. Uh, yeah, there's nothing here for me. So yeah, just click on do you ever have FOMO problems? Uh, yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Like I'm looking at this and I want to be involved in it, but if if I said to you I'm much better trader on live stream than I am off it, because I'm disciplined off it, but much more disciplined on it. I mean, if you went through all the live stream history, you'd probably see, I don't know, I bet the win rate is in excess of 85%. So, so yeah, listen, we're all human, right? Everyone's human, so you're all gonna have some kind of, anyone that says they don't have FOMO is gonna be full of shit, right? Ultimately, there's gonna be times it might not be trading, it might be something else, but every human at some point will have that feeling. It's just how we deal with it. Can we curtail those? Can we curtail that little devil on our shoulder that's going, buy, buy, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold? And you got the good one on the left shoulder saying, do not listen to the devil. You know, it's how we deal with those emotions. What's going on with NASDAQ? Not a great deal. If we'd have had a close above, then I would have been interested in a potential sell, but we didn't get a close above. Uh, he just told me to sell. Who? Who told you to sell? Alexandra? Oh, the devil. Love it. Love it. Dignify's back. Welcome, Dignify. Uh, the trade demon. Love it. Those damn demons. The devil wears Prada, so just be careful. No, no Prada clothes today, guys. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a quiet session. We had one trade literally just before the session kicked off on gold. Um, this one here. So we were looking for a close above here. This candle closed above. The next one wicked down. We bought the high. We got 10 pips, and unfortunately, this candle wicked back down, stopped us out at break even, and then sayonara. So it did what it did. Good man, gold trader. But it might not be to do with trading. Could be to do with something else. It could be doing something with your mates. It could be a match, whatever. There'll be certain things that with trading, you might not get it, but there will be something where it'll happen. I definitely get certain urges with trading. Okay, so NASDAQ is okay, so we could get so although this was a no trade zone, right? Depending what happens with the NASDAQ, because we've got nice big clear candle space here, if we then get a 15-minute or a 30-minute buyer candle, we will get a potential buy setup on the NASDAQ. Okay. Now, if you look at gold, in theory, there is an outside candle forming on the 15. Here, it's broken the lows, now we're breaking the highs. Just because of where we are at $38 up on the day of, and that's over the 5-day ATR, I'm not taking it. If it have happened down here, then yeah, I would have taken it. But NASDAQ, we're just going to wait for a buyer candle to come in. Uh, Amelia, you got to stop this. You're gonna. I'm an old man. You can't be sending me roses and hearts. This is what we're waiting for. See if we can get a buy a candle in here. Buy a candle comes in, next candle wicks down, we'll buy the high. Hi Ali, how you doing? Um, yeah, so I'm seeing quite a few new faces in here. If this is your first time to live stream, guys, just let me know if it's your first time. I know some of you will probably want more excitement, more sizzle, more trades, but that doesn't necessarily mean more profit. So if you're new to the stream, guys, just let me know. First time, dream destinations. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check out dream destinations. Right, dream destinations. Where's your favorite destination? Come on, tell me. I want to know where the best place you visited and why. Help families plan lifetime vacations. Travel expert, 100 plus countries. Love it. Okay. Love love the old vacations. Mauritius. Okay. Got a friend there at the minute. I'll get his feedback. Never been. Love love a nice bit of sea, sand, safari. All right. Okay, guys. While we're waiting for something to kick off, come on then. Give me your favorite destinations for holiday? Anyone? While I'm waiting, where would you go? Maldives. Ah, yeah, I love Maldives. My better half's from Sri Lanka, so we did Maldives and Sri Lanka a few times. Ah, Bermuda. One of our newest members is from Bermuda. Uh, in Europe, do I trade? Uh, only, uh, uh, you went to the Blue Lagoon then, I'm guessing, Malta, San Julian. Yeah, Norway. Ah, Norway. Done quite a few trading events in Norway and Oslo. Stockholm, Singapore. Yeah, okay. Can't go wrong with all right. Come on. Right, let's see if we can find a bloody trade before. Yeah, not a lot going on, guys. Not a lot. Really. Hey, Mark, explain the reasons why you think NAS is going to flip. I'm not. I wouldn't say I think it's going to flip, but I'm saying if I see a bullish candle, so if this candle closes bearish, if it could keep coming all the way down here, but as soon as I see a bullish candle and then the next candle wicks down, we have clear candle space now. We've got, based on where we are, up to here, we've got 46 points. So if I prefer it to come down a little bit more, to be fair, if I was going to look for um, a move to the upside, but it's still possible. This is just too choppy for me, the DAX. I'm going to stay away from the DAX. Um, no, I wouldn't sell anything right now. I wouldn't sell or buy anything. Oh, here we go. Trump's lawsuit against Murdoch and the Wall Street Journal assigned to Obama judge. Oh, okay, nothing to get excited about. I thought maybe we've got a bit of news that's going to add a bit of fuel to the fire, but nope. Uh, oh, guys, while I'm thinking, there is a promo with the instant funding right now. Anyone that uh, there's a free giveaway at the end of the month for anyone that is opened with them through July. Trump is playing with fire, suing Murdoch. Doesn't he always play with fire? He lives life on the edge. Yeah, the biggest news. Any other questions? Pleasure, Stephen. No worries. But yeah, this definitely for me is starting to pause a little bit. Got this big momentum, smaller body, wick top side, wick bottom side. We've still got 2 minutes left of this candle. It could close bullish, it could close bearish, who knows. On hold with the DVLA waiting times over 30 minutes. Enjoy. Enjoy. The one thing I do hate in this country is trying to get through to any government agent to speak to. Takes bloody ages. Waste the afternoon. Uh, Potentially, yeah. So just waiting for price to give us a clue that we can look to short. But in order to do that, I mean, look, it's met my ATR for the day and above. So now if we get a bearish seller candle, then the next candle wicks up. I'll happily sell this on, happily sell this. So bearish candle closure. I need to see a wick up. If it doesn't wick up, no trade. Come on, wick up, guys. Okay, it's starting to wick up. So I'm gonna chuck in a sell stop underneath the 15. Okay, so sell stop is in. Let me just put partial TPs in. All right. Now, because it is contrarian, I'm going to take 60% off at TP1. Um, I'm going to put a 70% rule in, which means I'm going to, right, 1 second, let me change screens in a second. TV change. Right, YouTube. You should be on now. YouTube is on. Right, let's display capture. TikTok, I'm just about to try and change screens, but you know it always takes longer on TikTok. YouTube, it's in an instant. Uh, what is it? Come on, let's go. Come on, TikTok. This is the. There we go. There we go. Right, let's move that out of the way so you can see. So we're creating a top wick. We've got a sell stop underneath the low of the bearish candle. If we go ahead and break the highs and close above the highs, then I'll cancel the order. Okay, so, oops, sorry, just dropping my battery pack. Right. Let me just put this phone on charge. Right, I don't mind if it goes above the high, just if it closes above the high. So we've got 13 minutes, 12 minutes. And NAS turning to, let's have a look. Right, if why is gold always so disobedient? Right, let's see what happens with the NAS. So I'm just going to leave this like this for now, and then if we break and close above, then we'll cancel the orders and we'll look somewhere else. Maybe the NASDAQ. I'm just going to keep an eye on the NASDAQ over here. NASDAQ is going to be tough, guys, because based on where the current candle high is, if we close up there, it's only leaving 30 pips, and with TP at 20, it's only leaving like a 5 or 6 pip range for the market to move from where it is now. So I'm not going to place an order on the Nasdaq, to be fair. I'm going to leave this gold order in for this candle, and then we'll see what happens. But can imagine with gold, we might test that price point that I marked out at 91.50. So 91.50 would be the ideal area for a potential reversal, but we shall see. Anyone new on YouTube? Anyone new here? Or what am I looking for? Nada, I know you're not new, Fenton. You're becoming part of the furniture, mate. Here every afternoon, like it. Um, I has joined. Welcome. Hey, Sahel. I usually follow on TikTok, but today on YouTube. Welcome, buddy. Um, yeah, you were messaging me over the weekend, weren't you? So if you didn't, I don't know if you've been on the whole time, but I had quite a few messages over the weekend just asking if I could hold the offer, the one that you were inquiring about, if I can hold it off till Friday. So it's going to be on till Friday. I don't know if that's going to make any difference to your decision process, but it's going to be on till Friday. Yeah, so just waiting here, guys. Just waiting. NASDAQ, DAX. DAX definitely has. I'm no interest in the DAX unless we get below 24,174. Yeah, I mean, do you know what, Gold Trade? I think that's it's you can only get confidence in something if you're consistent and you do it consistently, right? You, I don't know, you imagine, I don't know, imagine the first time you go, not the gym, but abseiling or something like that. If you're gonna go abseiling, the first time you lean backwards and you think, fuck, has this rope actually, has it got me? Um, the first time's horrific, but you do it more and more, then the boundaries go up and up. So, I don't blame traders for having lack of confidence in their analysis. There's so much information out there, whether it's me, whoever, you, um, people showing so many different types of analysis in so many different formats and then selling different things. You know, of course you're going to question yourself because, it'd be like, well, I got shown to tie my shoes this way, but this person's saying time like that. So which one's right? Trading is like anything. It's like hitting a golf club, like hitting it's like throwing punches or whatever. There's so many different ways you can do it. Ultimately, there's a technique to it, but because of, I don't know, what was the guy's name? Bubba Watson, is it? I don't think he'd ever had a coaching lesson with golf, but he's got the most unorthodox technique. But yet, look at him, he was up there, top top 10 golfer. So just I just think when it comes to consistency and getting belief in themselves, that's why you need to just repeat the same process to find out whether it works or it doesn't work. And that's where consistency will come from. But if you keep changing based on emotions and dopamine kicks. Oh, market's going up, I need to buy it. And then, like I said, you become that herd mentality trader where the market's just going, 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 and then you buy because you're like, oh, I don't want to miss out on this one. And then guess what? It reverses, and then you get in a whole panic because you don't know how to get out of it. Um, do you know what? Yeah, I can believe it because back in the day, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I know a few people when I was mentored by a guy called Andrew Brody. The way that they took people on back then was very different to how they do it now. Because they weren't afraid, right? They're balls of steel. Can I say that? Um, yeah. No, I believe that very much, Gold Trader. Uh, Fenton, did you watch the Usyk fight? What sort of trader is he? Just, he is very mechanical. Amazing. Ah, Andrew. Yeah, good guy. Julian McCree. I mentored with him for quite a bit. Uh, um, Usyk. I mean, look, I don't like to put professionals down, in the sense that Daniel Dubois, right? He's done amazing. He was a world champion IBO, but he's just outclassed. I mean, not even close. Not even close. So, that's the difference. I mean, you look at, I don't know, you look at tennis, you look at golf, the difference between the elite, the top two, or the top five, or the top 10, and then the gap down to the next lot. There's big, big differences. But, I mean, you look at Usyk, he's beat Fury twice, he's beat Joshua twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. He's beaten. anything that's put in front of him. So he's to be fair, I didn't see anything afterwards because this is how. So basically, after the fourth round, or with about a minute to go in the fourth round, I thought, right, my dog was just looking at me like he was crossing his legs. So I thought, right, I'm going to take the dog out quickly. So I took the dog out. And when I come back in, my missus said it's over. I was like, what's over? I was like, you joking me? I, I literally went out for 3 minutes, and next thing you know, destroyed. But so yeah, I turned it off. I was like, I don't want to watch it now. Um, so let's see what's going on. So just waiting to see if this rolls over on the open. We've got 3 minutes. As I said, I don't mind it taking out the highs. I just want to see a wick up. If it closes back down in here, then we can uh, we can leave the order in. What we got? 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I know. This is where people want to see more stuff happening in here. They get bored because I'm not placing trades every 3 minutes. And you want more action? Go to go to the casino. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. The way he walked, because Dubois has got a strong jaw, but the way he walked back to the corner, he was just beaten mentally. He was beaten because he couldn't land anything. He wasn't getting close. He wasn't bullying the guy. The guy was just superb. Why do people always ask for a rematch after being battered by Usyk? I guess he's unbelievable. Lambs to their slaughter. Yeah. Uh, oh, they just hung. um, yeah, usually a rematch is entered in the clause, um, but it's a huge payday, isn't it, for them? I mean, I don't know what Dubois got paid for that, but it was about what 12 and a half, 13 minutes of they say they were paid 200 million between them. Bloody hell. 72 million for Dubois. He didn't even last 15 minutes. God, it makes you on sells now. I have a pending sell order, yeah, Lewis. I do have a pending sell order. I'm not in the trade, but it's a pending sell order. So we'll just see what happens while we're waiting. Sell limits from 91, stop loss 96. Okay, nice one. Yeah, we see the level at 91.50. I'm just gonna see what happens here. Sell a candle, wick up. I'm waiting for the candle to break the lows. So ideally, this one will push up first. I'll stay on for about 15 minutes, guys. But I really need to get off because I've got a couple of calls and things I need to do. Uh, just out of curiosity, who'll be on for the live stream tomorrow, 1 p.m.? If you're going to be around, just drop some likes in the chat so I know you're going to be here. Yeah, definitely. Be nice to get a little pullback because I want to be a buyer on new support. If we can get some new support somewhere down here, I'm definitely going to be a buyer. I don't expect I don't expect a huge sell-off, but if we can have, I don't mind anywhere between So I'll show you if we got new support to form anywhere between there and there, I'll be a buyer. Oh, Naz, what's going on? Okay, so look, the Naz gave a bullish candle, but it went way too far, so I couldn't actually get a trade. But it's back up. It's getting close to those. Getting close to that resistance level again at 23,156 all-time highs. If the market does not break my entries, I'll have the same position tomorrow. Nice. Any questions, guys? Would I let USEC batter me for 72 million? Is that easier than trading? Absolutely. You just have you got a trade on now? No, I don't have a trade. It's a pending order. It's a pending order. It's about to get triggered. You'll see it get triggered when a blue or orange number comes up in the top right hand corner. If it's blue, we're in positive. It's orange, we're in negative. Looking for sells, and there you're in. So that's my. So if I see the 70 in blue, there we go. Break even, TP1. TP1 hit. Guys, did you catch that? So we hit target one. 10 pips, we banked 60%. If you caught that, let me know. There we go. Break even. Now we'll see because the 30-minute, nice, easy 10 pips there, guys. But look, ideally, we wanted it to push on. It probably will do, but because it's contrarian, I make sure my stop loss is super, super aggressive. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we came off, we hit target, and that's it. So one trade, one win. All right, let's call it a day. I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Who's going to be around tomorrow? Now, look, if you do want to trade this, you could look for a 1 hour bearish candle. If the next candle, so in 25 minutes, if it closes bearish, the next candle wicks up, you can sell underneath the low of this candle. But remember, it's contrarian. So if you are going to do that, you want to be super aggressive with stop losses. Yeah, so I didn't do anything there, Fenton. Literally, all I had was TP set at 10 pips. As soon as that's triggered, then my stop loss is automatically moved. I wouldn't have been able to do that manually. Will gold go down? I don't know. I've done what I need to do now. I got 60% of my position off at 10 pips. Um, yeah, but look, it doesn't matter about the lot size, right? Just think about the process. So the process is, can I do this consistently? And so the question, guys, on TikTok was, I must use large lot sizes. So don't worry about the pro. It's like someone going into the gym and you come out and you see someone that's absolutely stacked or big muscles, whatever, or they're completely ripped to shreds. You go, oh, you must be using big weights. Well, probably, maybe not. They might just be doing time under tension. So time under tension would be, can someone who lifts, I don't know, let's say someone bench presses 200 kilograms and they do 5 reps, they lift 1,000 kilograms. But then someone could lift 50 kilograms and do it 20 times. Okay, they still lift the same weight, just over different times. Yeah, one's time under tension and one is bigger weights, less reps. You still lift the same. Okay, so trading, I'll do it like that. I'll have a relatively small account here that I trade, small lot sizes, and that copies onto other ones. I don't want to see it, but that's what happens. That's why I never have anything up. Steroids, laughing my ass off. Yeah, well, there's probably a lot of that as well. NASDAQ is potentially um, breaking through, and it just has new all-time highs. So in 9 minutes, there's going to be a setup on the NASDAQ. So as long as we close above here, which I don't think there's any worry about that, you got a setup. How much do you class as small? 200, 500, or 1,000? 200, 500 account size or no? So I think anyone that's just money, no, five figures. So anyone that's just starting out, I believe you start off with anywhere between 250, $500, something like that. And you trade at the smallest amount you can, 0.01. Now, 0.01 is all about just finding your feet, finding the process. Then results that you get will be dependent and tell you when you can increase your risk size. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely, it's shorts are just getting trounced now. But again, my rules, if it goes way without me, it goes miles without me. But if it stays anywhere like this and then the next candle wicks down, I'll be a buyer of the highs. But guys, I really need to go now. Um, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If you're around, pound yen is the goat. Okay, I love it. All right, bye guys. Have a great afternoon, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.